Okay, so this one is round 6. We went through rounds 1 through 5 already. This one is round 6. Coming off hot off that lightsaber, hit that man with a move when beating the top dog in our section. This was an IM tournament in Charlotte last month. And last round, I played the IM top dog. You know, I'm feeling hot off the win. So I go in here very confident in my next game playing VJ. I think he has a few norms. He's a strong player. Very, very strong, right? And he's from India, right? So, okay, here we go. What's up, Grizzly Foot? So he plays E4. I'm like, C5, and we live. Because I don't know what he was going to play. After I saw he played everything. When I was prepping for him, I'm like, well, he plays whatever. So just be prepared. You got the black pieces. So E4, C5, knight F3, and I go knight C6. Because this time, I'm like, well, you know what? I already played accelerated. He probably seen some accelerated games. So right here, I was very, very prepared to go into the Dirty Harry Sicilian. Now, of course, I'm giving out a very strong gem here right now, but the Dirty Harry Sicilian is more of D4, takes, knight C3, and I know knight F6 first, knight C3, and then H5. I got a lot of wins with this opening, but because it's untapped territory, I also did a little engine work as well. It's a fun opening. I'm not even gonna lie, but you know, working with my GM coaches and stuff like that now, you know, I'm just going to stick with my Najdorf, my Najdorf stuff for now. You know, we Najdorf for life now. So I'm loving the Najdorf, having great success with it. But that's fun. Check out that Dirty Harry Sveshnikov's type stuff. It's like an accelerated Sveshnikov. Just like you have a dragon, accelerated dragon, you got a Sveshnikov and an accelerated Sveshnikov. So that's what that kind of is. All right, so I'm expecting this is going to happen. I'm ready. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I go knight C6. This man plays this right here. You ready? Y'all ready for this? This man played B3. I'm telling you, I got up until this point, I have gotten nothing that I studied for prep-wise. And I actually had an epiphany today when I was in the bathroom today. I had an epiphany, and I was like, I'm next invitational like this. The next invitational I do. I'm not gonna every round. I'm gonna play something different because I'm getting very versatile when it comes to my play now. I mean, I'm getting very versatile. I study a lot of openings, and because I'm studying a lot of them, I can play different ones. So depending off what they play, stats wise, what are they having problems with? What don't they do the best with? I'm just probably gonna play that. In invitationals, only in invitationals though. I'm gonna have my go-tos and stuff like that, but invitationals like this, literally every round. This is round 6, and I've still got nothing that I literally like kind of prepped for. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely insane. I love the Najdorf. Najdorf got crushed today. I said that before. Yeah, boy playing like me. Yeah, I'm not good enough for the Najdorf, so so much theory that no one will ever play into. Well, I mean, it depends. Your skill level. If your skill level is like under 2,200, under 2,000, even under 1,800, a lot of times you won't be getting stuff from the book. Thanks for the follow. The Rite of Spring 1. Seen Unseen, we in here. Welcome to the stream. So this guy played B3. So immediately I sit back and I'm waiting. And I'm like, well, what I'm about to play here? Like, what I'm about to play here? I know I'm about to play off the head. I'm just trying to figure out how. What's the best plan? So I went with knight F6. Okay, I went with knight F6 here just to hit him. And honestly, bro, this game was wild. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a little bit of towel in me, you know, a little bit of towel. Shout out to my grandfather towel. And I was about to play, some towel type stuff. So watch what happened, right? E5, I go knight D5. Put the knight in the center. It's sort of like some type of C3 Sicilian that went wrong for white because it's an early B3. But in the Alpin, C3 Sicilian, not the C3 Sicilian for the kill. That's different, what we do on the channel. But at Alpin, Alpin players usually do C3 and D4 stuff. So after knight to D5, there's C4 on the board. So immediately, I'm already like, oh, okay. Because I saw this coming, and I was like, yo, this can't be good. This can't be good for him, by the way. And the reason being, well, first off, somebody tell me, and we always interactive here. So in the chat, why is this? Oh, I was happy to see this, actually. I was very happy to see this. And what is the move that black is going to play in this position? Black to move. What we doing, y'all? What we doing? And why was I happy to see the move C4? This is for my advanced players in the chat. Just like that. Tell me, why was I happy to see C4? And where did I go with my knight? Because I had to move it. Knight B4. And we got knight B4. We got B4 from Aiko Malley. Adam Wheel with knight b4 for the score. Okay, knight c7 from Planet Chess Club. Okay, PCC be thinking. You know, he nice out here. He expert. c4 for sure. Knight c6. Oh, he meant knight c7, e6, d4. Okay. Yeah, knight c7. I like that idea a lot, actually. c4 for sure. I'm not advanced, but I don't even know that. That's all good. Anybody else? Anything else in the chat? We're going to look for a few more. Knight b6 looks playable. It's playable, right? You're right, Adam. You're right, Adam Will. It is playable. All right, so here we go. This is what I chose here. So I thought for a while, and I was like, you know, okay, let's rule the things out. If knight b4, what does it do, right? Where am I going next? Knight b6 doesn't make sense. Knight c7 I could, but it's going to take a while. And that's what I did. I went knight f4. I went knight f4, bro. Knight f4. I went from knight f6 to knight d5 to knight f4. And then if he attacks it again, which he does, knight g6. I'm out here looking crazy right now. I'm out here looking like I don't know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I made some weaknesses in the Alekhine fashion. Of course, you know, I know how to say Alekhine now because, you know, I've been learning, you know, it's Alekhine. Well, in America, we say Alekhine. But Alekhine, right? So I've learned a lot from that opening. But knight f6, knight d5, knight f4, knight g6. So here, a lot of times, what we created here is some weaknesses. This is a backward pawn, and also the e5 pawn is now loose. And I got stuff like queen c7 that can attack it. I'm gonna attack his center, and he got some holes in his position because I was able to hop this knight around. Thanks for the follow, Miwan2. Wouldn't knight f4? Yeah, d4. I actually wanted to d4 tactics. I was looking for that. Time to load up on e5. That's right, PCC. Right. Thanks for the follow, hand. Right. So knight f4. If d4 would have happened, I would have went here anyway. Now, not only is the d4 pawn hanging, if you play d5 or even anything you do with this d pawn, I get to take it now. Anything you do, I can take it. And therefore, look, obvious choice to me. No, it was no. That's good. You just have to have the follow up. That's a very good choice, but you always have to have the follow up with your ideas, plans, strategies. And what happened here was if d5 knight takes, right? So d4 wasn't a thing for him, so he played g3 instead. I played knight g6, attacking the pawn. What does he do? Bishop to b2. And now in this position, this was difficult. Let me actually see what the engine likes in this position. I did not. I played a similar move to the engine, very similar. I'm sure there's always a difference, but what would you play here, guys? Black to move. What are we doing? Knight to g6. Of course, he played bishop b2. I need a move here. I need a move. Where are we going? Queen c7 from PCC. I like d6. Okay. We got d6 from Ippo. d6. Queen takes d6. No, Joe, it's the whole gauntlet. It's the whole gauntlet, D-Shot. Come on now. Maybe D6, Queen C7. Queen C7. Okay, so let's see what we got, right? Queen C7, I did not like, and it wasn't going to work for some reason. I was like, yeah, Queen C7 just don't look right. And after like Queen E2, like I just didn't like this. I didn't like this. Knight B4 looks cool, but then he just blocks everything. And I don't really have what I'm looking for. D6, I just wasn't ready for this. I was like, yeah, this don't seem right. This doesn't seem right, right? Queen c7 doesn't seem right. There has to be something better. So actually, d6 is the engine move, but I went a step further and went d5. So I'm curious to see what the engine thinks about my d5 move. I went d5. And they think it's fine. In fact, you know, it's so crazy. Sometimes when you look at an engine move and they like, play this one, but then you play another one and it's better than the one that they choose. That's exactly what we have here. Because now it's like minus 0.14. Now that's equal still. That's super equal. Dumb equal. But at the same time, they didn't see d5. Like, weirdly enough, d5, bro. d5 with the same intention. If pawn takes, I can take with the queen. But I have this extra option of now playing d4 and shutting down this bishop for good. That's why I played d5. So I played d5 here. So if he does something else, I'm going to play d4 and shut it down, clown. And then this bishop is going to be shut down for good. And then now this pawn is dumb weak. Thanks for the follow, Snarkle. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, so, all right. Now, after d5, he captures. I capture it back. Queen takes d5. Thanks, Grand Knight. Appreciate it, bro. What's up? But ed, bishop c4. Well, bishop c4, in fact, on bishop c4, I had this check. That's what I was looking for. Bishop c4 and then check. And I was okay with this. If queen e2 takes, You know, if king takes, maybe bishop g4. I'm like casting. I was okay with the queen trade. You know, that's what I was going for. It was queen e4 check. But he didn't want that. He didn't like that at all. He didn't like that. So he played knight c3. He played knight c3. And then here, I just went back. Scandi style. Now the pawn's hanging. Queen d8, right? He go knight e4. So I'm like, dang, that's a good move, bro. You hitting this pawn. You know, like, what do I do? b6, he go bishop g2, I think. And I'm like, I wasn't really feeling that too much. So I just went back. Queen d5. Knight c3, I went back. So here, I'm not really trying to take a draw here because I feel like the position is better for black. But I did just move back. I was like, okay, let's go queen d8. See what happens. You know, you always repeat. Always repeat at least once just to see what happens. And then he did choose another move. He chose knight a4. So I'm like, bet. Okay, cool. Now I have to do something about this. So after knight a4, what's the move? Pawn is hanging. We need to do something about it. What are we doing, folks? You could just go queen d5 again. But I did not go queen d5. I did not go queen d5. We got e6 from Ippo. e6, defend the pawn. Bishop g4, PCC. Bishop g4 is an aggressive move. Bishop g4 from Scrunders, aggressive. Aggressive in the chat. I like aggression. I'm a big fan of aggressive stuff. All right, Engine says best moves are number 1, e6. Number 2, b6. Number 3, bishop f5. In fact, I did not choose e6. Reason being is I wanted to see if I'm able to get this, if I may be able to get this bishop out for some reason. For some reason, let's just keep it, right? Maybe we don't need to play e6 right now. So, caps lock's pretty aggressive. Yeah, that's right, Def Cheese. Now, after knight a4, I like to use caps too. It's funny. I actually use caps all the time in all my lessons. b6. So, b6 here, defending the c5 pawn. This is what I chose here. And then I got bishop b7 or bishop a6. And I knew if he fianchettoed his bishop, which he does, watch this. Bishop g2, bishop a6. So I told him, hey, bro, you're not about to go nowhere. Not on my watch. And for all the beginners in the chat that don't know, you cannot castle through check, in check, or out of check. So, you know, I can't castle through this. So he can't go this way. It's impossible. There's nothing you can do. So bishop a6, I'm not worried about this diagonal. There's no, like, if he goes knight d4, then that's a wrap. I'm going to take that and we get 2 for 1. So I got 2. I also have this going. Knight f3 is going to be gross. Absolutely gross here. So I'm like, oh, I'm already winning at this point, right? That's how I'm feeling. Then he played d4, and I was like, dang, bro, that's a good move. That's a good move, my guy. Like, yo, that was actually good. That was real good. Like, d4 was pretty strong, I thought. I was like, yo, that's fire, bro. I had to do something about it because d5 was coming. So he's still hitting my c5 pawn. I did not like this. Knight b4. Yeah, I was thinking the knight b4. He has something to parry it, I think. Knight b4 was answered by something. I did not like it. Yeah, I think it was bishop f1. Yeah, and after bishop takes, he can take with the king. And when I saw this, I was doing this in calculation, and I'm like, now what do I have? Like, what is this? Nothing's developed. I don't have any pieces out besides the knight on b4. And this only looks good. And he's about to fianchetto his king here. Hand castle. And he's straight. You know, king g2, rook e1. I'm good. I'm straight out of here. I'm straight. Yeah, cd, queen takes. Probably queen takes. No, queen d5. Right? Knight c2, queen takes d8. Rook to c1. It just looks good. It just looks good. And of course, when you're playing big dogs, you can't just do stuff that look good, right? You just can't look good, right? d4, c takes, bishop takes. He took it to bishop because if knight takes, I'm actually winning a pawn. I forgot how I was going to take this. I'm taking it with 1 though. This one, I think I was going to sack this exchange. I just don't remember. Something was here. Let me try to figure this out. Was it this? I think it was this. And then let him take. And then queen takes. Yeah, this was it. Because after rook g1, I got this nasty check right here. Bam. And this is what I saw. I was going to sack the exchange here. Then after king f2, I forgot what to do. Yeah, probably just e6. But I was prepared to go for this. I was prepared to go for this. It was nuts. You know, I was really calculating out here, right? And the title of this YouTube video, when y'all see the thumbnail, is going to be called Thinking Too Hard. Stop thinking so hard. Or stop thinking too hard. Something like that, right? Because I was thinking dumb hard. Dumb hard, right? So let me show you what happened, right? C takes d4. He takes with the bishop. So now he don't have that problem no more. And if knight takes, he actually has some really nasty threats. After knight takes, You know, he's doing pretty well. Bishop takes c6 look kind of scary. I don't like the knight coming in. Like, I just don't like this. I don't like it as much. Now, Engine thinks it is fine, but as a human here, it just doesn't feel right. So bishop takes d4, right? After bishop takes d4, I play e6. So now I'm playing e6. Yo, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Gilani Ali. Thanks for the follow. E6 and bishop b4 check. You know, that's what we really going for. Really trying to get this bishop out here. So e6, right? E6 happened. They hit me with a move. Okay, he played a3. He stops my bishop check. Thanks for the follow. It's Vibesy, something like that. Didn't get the dark square bishop out early enough. Definitely could have been hurt hard. Correct. So I got e6 in so I can move the bishop out. They played a3 and to stop bishop b4 check. Dantan, Swarmy, please. Thanks so much for don't answer me, please. You know, I'm like, what? Oh shoot, my bad. I hope I didn't ban them. Let me make sure I didn't just ban them. Okay, you should be good. My bad, bro. Is there any chance for a dope beginner to become a title player, or only the prodigies have a shot at it? Nope. As long as you have to work extremely hard, though. It is not something you just do. Right? You got to work really, really, really hard at it. And I'm talking about like something you've never done before. To get things that you've never had, you have to do things you've never done. So you have to actually really work extremely hard, get coaching, do everything that you need to do, play in the tournaments, study the right books, you know, get the ratings to match it online, offline, play players that are there. It takes a lot of work, dog. It takes a lot of work, but it can be done. It's not a, no, it can't be done. No, it can be. It's just a lot of work involved. After a3, rook to c8. I played rook to c8 to just get off the line, right? Then he played bishop b2, and I was like, okay, this is a good move, right? So in this position, guys, in this position, what do you do as black? There's a queen trade on the board here, and I still need to develop. You know, bishop b7, probably castles, right? So what's the move here? Black to move. Where are we going? His vibes, he says, trade him. Queen takes d1, son. Queen trade, bishop e7 from queen. I wouldn't trade. b6, I don't think it's good. Oh, b6 already on the board. b5. Oh, no, yeah, b5 is no good. You're blocking the bishop. No reason to just block the bishop. You are hitting the knight, but you are blocking the bishop in the meantime, which isn't that good. I heard the prodigy study 46 hours a day and still take 17 years to become GM. And that's probably, you know, that's yes and no. I mean, some probably, I'm sure that's correct on how many hours they study a day, stuff like that. But 17 years, that could be a thing, you know. It just depends. There's a lot of factors involved. Bishop b7, I'd say. Queen c7. Queen takes queen, bishop b7. Here we go, y'all. Y'all know I don't like trading queens, bro. Come on. If I can get non-queen trades to work every game, I'm going to go for it because you got an extra piece to use. So queen c7. Not even thinking twice about it. He go rook c8, queen b8. I'm out your way. Have a nice day. I'm not about to sit here in this file. You know, I'm not doing this, big fella. That's not me. So queen b8, I'm out the way. Have a nice day. Still, bishop a6 is great. He can't castle, can't do nothing. So he played h4. And here's where I started to think dumb hard. Okay, the title of the video, the title of the YouTube video for this is Stop Thinking So Hard. Stop thinking so hard. Now, this one you did have to think hard because the winning combo is not as easy as you would think. Black to move. What we doing? What we doing? I'm going to show y'all what we did, what I did, and I'm going to show y'all what I should have did, right? So we have bishop e7, knight e7. Okay, right? So, well, give me the line, right? So, Planet Chess Club, right? Check this out, right? So, you say knight f to e7. Some to e7. We put some on e7. But, you know, okay, knight f to e7, that's too passive. It's not going to be that. Bishop e7, though. If bishop e7, h5, then what? Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. I could just take the pawn. Bishop e7. Bishop e7 for minimum overkill. So bishop e7 is what I chose, right? Right? And then he played h5. After h5, what do you play now? This is game. This is game. And I'm going to show y'all what should have happened. I'm going to just show y'all. It got nuts in here. It got very nuts. I'm going to show y'all what should have happened. H5. Okay. We got knight F8. We got rook D8. Rook C to D. Knight takes E. Okay, we got a lot of moves. A lot of moves. A lot of big fellas in the chat. A lot of people swinging. Sabers on. You know, they out here fighting. They ready. Knight takes E5. By the way, Ippo, K is for king. And because king and knight both spell with a K, you have to differentiate them. So the K is for king and the N is for knight. N is for knight. Knight takes E5. Knight takes E5. Rook to D8. Thanks for the follow. That was Karamaz. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. So I reached in my towel bag, right? I'm like, you know what? Let me get my bag. Get my bag real quick. Pull my towel out real quick. And I castled and dropped the mic, only knowing that I just jumped off the deep end. I found the tallest building I could find, took the elevator to the top floor, and jumped off of it. This is not a move. And I thought I had everything correct except one move. That's all it takes when you're playing big dogs like this dude. But this is not a move. And I castled because, of course, he's taking it. And I played rook D8 and we great. I was ready for this, right? First off, where does your queen go? You don't have any move to go besides one move. There's only one move that saves his entire life. Only one move here saves his life. Only one. Only one move. He overlooked position so hard. Yeah, I did. Stop thinking so hard. That was the name of this video. Queen C2 does not work, actually. And I was hoping he would move his queen because this is a wrap. I mean, I got all kinds of moves that I can move his knight to. You know, but knight b4 is nasty here. I'm hitting this. I'm hitting this. And if pawn takes, okay, I'm out the way. King h8. I'm still doing good here. I'm still doing fine, but I'm giving up way too much material, but I do win the queen. Very strange. It's very strange. And I thought that this was the way to go. I thought this was the way to go. In fact, his best move was knight to d2. And when he played knight to d2, I was like, oh my goodness, bro. And actually what he did first, he actually took on f7 first. And then I played king f8. I had this in my mind because I was like, there's no checks. There's no checks. There's nothing going on, right? My king is actually safe behind his own pawns. So I'm right now, I'm thinking like, man, I'm about to get the towel award. They don't even have that, but I'm about to get one. I'm about to get the towel award after this dub. You know what I'm saying? And it was not that way at all, bro. I was thinking way too hard. And at knight d2, after knight d2 came in, I was like, yo, what happened? Like I almost knocked all the pieces off the table. Imagine that, right? He played knight d2 and you sit there and you stare and you're like, okay, okay. And then knock everything off the table and walk out. I almost did that. I felt like that. I felt like that after knight d2 because I cannot believe that this was the only move that literally stops him from being crushed. Crushing position. Absolutely crushing. Right? Of course, I did. I went for knight e5. I'm like, okay, well, let's try knight e5. He went bishop e4 check. Now, right now, it's actually +2. You would think that it would be a lot more. But it's actually only, right? But it's still +2 right now for white. And the best move, I actually had to take on c1. I played bishop f6 and end up losing fastly, which I'll show you. But I played knight to d3 is a move and rook takes c1. And I was like, yo, at this point, I'm just like mad that it didn't work. So let me actually go back and show you guys what I should have played. Instead of bishop e7, in fact, right now, I'm already winning. Can anyone find the combination? Can anyone find the combination? I'm already winning. I just didn't see it. I couldn't see. I saw the first move, but I couldn't see the second one. And this is something I trained on since this tournament, of course. I've trained a lot on this one thing that I missed. Canty, about to throw a chair, Eric can't stop. Correct. Rook d8, bishop d3, no. And after rook d8, queen c2, bishop d3, queen takes c6. Ouch. You're blocking with your face, PCZ. You're blocking with your face. So many pieces still on the board. Very hard to see the backwards. Knight defending the queen. Yeah. You're doing some face blockage, my guy. I'm going to bed. A little bit of face blockage there, my guy. It's all good, though. Bishop e7, knight gx c5. Nope. That's not the combo. In fact, I couldn't believe it when I saw the engine analysis. I was like, Yo, I never even thought of that. I never even thought of it, right? And so I was like, now I have to think of this. So I have to train on thinking on that move. In fact, actually, you're close playing the chess club. It's actually rook d8 first, making the queen only go to one good square, queen c2, and then instead of knight b4, bishop b4 check. Oh my goodness. Bishop b4. If pawn takes, then knight takes. I did not see this. That was nuts. If queen c7, trying to trade him off, knight d3, and this is a wrap. You have to step into a discovery. You literally have to step into a discovery. Right. Like, how do you have to. It's a discovery both ways. So that was pretty cool. And that's something I saw before, but I never saw this bishop b4 check. So you have two moves, like knight c3 and bishop c3. These are some, I didn't even calculate this at all. I guess the first one. Yeah, right. You guessed the first one. Yeah. Rook d8, like that was easy. For the bishop b4, that was dumb hard. And now right here, oh my goodness. I mean, look at this. Now this would have got the towel award. I mean, look at this move. Knight takes e5, bishop out here hanging, you know, and all because of this d3 square. If knight takes right back. You can't even think of taking this because you still pinned, my guy. Don't block with your face. Oh, it's already too late. Right. Knight d3 is a big boy move. This is a wrap. You know, this is a wrap. And I was not able to find this. I was not able to find this combo. Rook d8. I saw rook d8. And after queen c2, I couldn't figure out what to do. And I was like, well, maybe take on e5, but he can always block on e4 after that. After we trade everything on e5, like knight takes. Like after we trade everything on e5, right? Knight takes, bishop takes. If you can do this in your head, bishop takes, queen takes with check, right? And then he just blocks with his queen. And all I got out of that was nothing really. I have to be careful. And now I have to be careful with queen c6 check if I go queen b2 because my bishop's not out yet. So that wasn't a thing. This is not a move. And I didn't even consider this. And these are the moves, the ones that win a lot in positions are the moves you don't consider. And that was very hard. I couldn't find this. I could not find this at all. I saw rook d8, bishop a3. Well, yeah, bishop a3 would have blocked with your face all the way. All the way, my guy. That's not a move. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you could try it, though. You know, it's always good to try. But that's not the answer. Close, but not quite. Yeah. Right. So I missed that. So what I did in the game was bishop e7. I castled and I was ready. I was ready, bro. I was like, let's go. I should win this. He played knight d2, and I'm like, let me calm down before I punch a hole in his DGT board. Like, so, and here we go. The rest of the game, I go bishop f6. He takes on h7. I'm just losing now. Every line is losing in this case. Every single line. This is what happened. He played check. I went king e7. He played f4. And I'm like, well, this is it. This is it. I played queen d6 just to get whatever I could off, like just in case. And he found a check because there's mate everywhere. There was no way out of it. So I just resigned. And I was like, all right, bro. I resigned. I walked away real fast. And, you know, I was like, all right, that's it. I was mad. I was extremely pissed about this game because I was winning, right? It's always the one, the one that you like, yo, that was, man, I was supposed to lose that one. Those are the ones where like, shoot, just get better. Like, hey, just get better, bro. Like what happened, right? But this game was more of, I just was thinking too hard. And I was going for something that wasn't necessary. I should have used more time, and I should have played rook to d8, and I should have found bishop to b4 check, because I go through moves like this a lot. And, even in my last game, where you saw me play rook takes e5 and we live, then rook g5 and we live, rook takes g6, we in the mix, and mate on h8 and we great. And the man was done, right? It was easy. Make sure you check out round 5. If you haven't already, that's in the YouTube right there. Check it out. Round 5 is on there. But I smashed the IM. I was great about that. I'm feeling great. Let's go into this next round. Smash this man, and we had this game. And I was like, I'm like, yeah, let's go. This game 2. I'm 2 in a row. Let's hit this man. And then I played, the craziness there, and it messed me up. But again, the combo should have been after h4, rook d8, queen c2, bishop b4, and that's a wrap. And that's a wrap. I missed this. But I have it for future reference. And this was round 6. Floppy out, thanks for the follow, bro. Yeah, this was round 6, y'all, of Charlotte IM.